Hey guys, I hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day. I'm recording this the next morning after St. Patrick's Day. I actually haven't slept, so I need to do that. But I have these two packages, and I've been dying to open them. And they arrived while I was gone. So we're going to go ahead and open them up. One of them is from Amazon.com. The other is from Spirit Halloween Store. I know it's not Halloween, but I was totally flat broke during Halloween. I got a couple things that I wanted during Halloween that I wasn't able to get. And we're going to take a look at them. And before I start with that, I will say these two packages, most of the items in these packages are going to relate to two subjects. One is the Disney 90s film Hocus Pocus. And the other is the original 1980s film Ghostbusters. I'm a huge fan of both of those films. And Spirit Halloween just had some great stuff for those two films this past Halloween. And I was just dying for that stuff. So finally got to get some of it. I was just happy that they still had it, you know, because I didn't know if that stuff was going to be available all year. But before I got here, I ordered the first package, and that arrived, and I opened it, and I didn't even think about doing an unboxing. So everything kind of relates to this as far as the Ghostbusters stuff. So this is the item that I received before I left on my trip. And it is a flight suit, a Ghostbusters flight suit. So like most Ghostbusters fans, I've always wanted my own Ghostbusters costume, uniform. And this one is from True Spec. And I got the info on how to order this, like I'll have to put the link down there on how to put together a fairly affordable Ghostbusters costume. Now, that doesn't include the proton pack, which if you want a really good one, you really have to save up, because the really good ones are like $3,000, you know. But if you just want like a cheaper one, most people make them themselves, but there are aspects of them that I don't know how to do, electronics and things like that, that I would like to have in my proton pack. And then there's the Spirit Halloween version, which is like, it's under $100, I believe. I don't remember exactly. It might be like 60-some bucks. It might be more like 80-some bucks. But the thing about that one is it's not full size. If they would come out with one next year that was full size, I would get it. But it's like a little too small. And of course, if you're a smaller person, it'll probably look fine on you. I'm not particularly smaller at this moment in time, and it would look like a toy on me. So I'm gonna save up for my big one someday. But you don't need the proton pack on to cosplay as a Ghostbuster. There are times when they just walk around in their uniform without the proton pack, especially if you can get some of the smaller props. But we'll get into that later. But yeah, I got my flight suit. I've always wanted one. I finally have one. I have to slim down a little bit to get into this, but I mean, I can still kind of get into it, but for it to look really great. But yeah, I'm just super excited to have one of these. So some of the stuff in this box relates to getting together, finally, a Ghostbusters cosplay. And so let's go ahead and open these up. I'm going to start actually with this envelope, because this also relates to that costume. This is from eBay. And again, there was a video on YouTube that shows you how to put together this great Ghostbusters, affordable Ghostbusters cosplay. And that's what I did. Whoop, I just dropped my envelope. And that's what I followed. And as you can see, I got my name tag. So this is for my Ghostbusters cosplay. It says James on there. So it'll go there on my flight suit. And I'll add some Velcro to that so I can switch it off if I ever want to put something else on. And also in this envelope, my Ghostbusters patch for my arm. So actually this arm. So these came together. There's an eBay seller, and they sell these together. You can get your patch and your name patch with whatever name you want on there. So yay! That's the first time I got to see it. Very cool. So let's move on to the next item. Now we're gonna get into the boxes. I'm gonna start with the Amazon.com box that I received. Oh, I said there was a few items I got ahead of time. It was the flight suit, as well as a can of spray paint. I'll explain later why I ordered that, and a few of these rock candy figures for Wreck-It Ralph. The Comfy Princess figures, which we're going to get into that in a minute too. Amazon.com package. So there are two items in here, and one of them is a Comfy Princess figure. This is a Wreck-It Ralph Mulan Comfy Princess figure, and this is by Funko, and I've been collecting these. I'm trying to get all the princesses, and at this point I have 7 of the princesses. I have Mulan, I have Ariel, which came with my flight suit. This is Mulan. Very cool. I love her little outfit. And this was actually one of my fave of this line of toys. Now, not my fave of the princess line. Actually, I don't know if she's even officially in the princess line, but I do love Mulan. But my favorites are Ariel and Rapunzel, and Mulan's still one of my favorites. But those are my top 2, and I love Anna and Elsa too. But right now I have Ariel, I have Anna, I have Elsa, I have Mulan now, I have Belle, I have Jasmine, and let's see, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Mulan, Rapunzel, and I have Anna and Elsa. So I have 7 of these. And elbow pads. These are for the Ghostbusters flight suit. Now, this is why I have the can of spray paint that I received also. That is to paint these gray, and it's fabric spray paint, because they don't sell really nice gray ones, and they're supposed to be gray. I'll also need to get some black, because you should have like a square black patch here on the inside. But these are some white volleyball knee pads. And these are what you use for Ghostbusters elbow pads. So yeah, I've got the flight suit, I've got the patches, I've got the elbow pads. I've almost got all I need for a decent, like, starter Ghostbusters costume. So let's open the box from Spirit Halloween. And it's got its, like, Spirit sticker on here. Spirit tape. Very cool. Ordering from Spirit Halloween. I'm going to take my pocket knife to open this one up here. And there's going to be a few things in here. If everything arrived in this one box, it's going to take me a little while here. Okay, so first item is my Hocus Pocus blanket, which I wanted this so badly. I'm a big Hocus Pocus fan. And this one says Sanderson Sisters 1693 All Hallows Eve. It's a full moon outside, the weirdos are out. It's got the silhouettes of the 3 witches. And I really wanted a throw for if I happen to do, you know, in the past few years we've done Halloween videos where we sit on the couch and we usually have a throw on the couch behind us. And I didn't have one that was Halloween themed. So here we go. This will be on the couch behind us if we do any couch videos in future Halloweens. And if you want to see what it looks like, that's what it looks like. And this was $24.99 at Spirit Halloween. And they always have coupons. It's Spirit Halloween, and I just went to the website and ordered it from there. I did see them in stores when Spirit Halloween was around, but wasn't able to get it then. And I also wasn't able to get these. I'm super excited. Actually, usually when Spirit Halloween was around, I only usually saw one of these, or and usually not this one. Winifred, the pop figure from Hocus Pocus again, as well as Sarah Sanderson and Mary Sanderson. These are the Hocus Pocus Funko Pop figures from Spirit Halloween store, and they're exclusives to Spirit. Now Spirit is, I guess, owned by Spencer's, or they're owned by the same company, so Spencer Gifts maybe carries them too. And I ordered these. These are advertised as the 3-pack on the website, and I imagined they were all going to be in one box, like, when you get like a 2-pack, a Funko 2-pack or something, and they're like in one package. But yeah, you order the 3-pack, you still just get them in their separate boxes. I don't remember how much these were, but it's usual Funko Pop prices, really. And I was very excited to get those. I still need to get the new Blu-ray, which actually has bonus features, I believe. But I want the version, the Steelbook version, the Best Buy Steelbook, which means I'm gonna have to go to eBay for it now, because that's something else that came out Halloween that I wasn't able to pick up. But yeah, so that does it for the Hocus Pocus stuff, I believe. Oh, wait a minute, I had one more Hocus Pocus. Oh, here it is. I keep forgetting that I ordered this. This is the Hocus Pocus bottle opener. It's $7.99, Spirit Halloween. It's got the silhouettes of the Sanderson sisters' hair. They usually use just the hair, because that way they don't have to pay the actresses for the likenesses, I'm assuming. And it's a little annoying, really. But that's just the route that they've gone with this, with all the merchandise for Hocus Pocus. I wish they would make some kind of action figures for Hocus Pocus, but then they'd have to get the likeness rights and all that. Even if they made dolls, which I've tried to cut back on collecting dolls because they're so large, and it's like, should I take them out of the box? Should I leave them in the box? And I've been trying to sell a lot of dolls I used to collect, and sometimes I regret it. I'm like, I wish I hadn't sold that one. But I would still buy them if they made dolls of the Sanderson sisters. I'm a big fan of Hocus Pocus. And I don't drink. Even, we just had St. Patrick's Day, but I party, but I don't drink. I just don't like the taste of it. It's not like a moral or religious reason. I just don't like alcohol. I don't like the burning sensation. I like Coca-Cola, and that's what I drink. Even though that has a burning sensation too, it's way less. But that's what I would probably use this for. Those glass bottle Cokes with the actual bottle caps you gotta lift off. So I'll carry that around with me. And the rest of the stuff relates to the Ghostbusters costume, guys. So let's see what we got here. I mentioned that I didn't want to get the Proton Pack from Spirit for various reasons. Mainly the size difference, because it does have some cool effects. And I don't really know how to do all that electrical stuff, so I'm going to have to buy one. I'm going to have to save up for one. But I did get the Ghostbusters utility belt. Now it is white, and it's not really white in the movies. I think it's gray in one movie and khaki in the other, or something like that. But it doesn't really bother me that it's white. I mean, my Ghostbusters uniform is going to say James on it. It's not going to say Venkman or Spangler or anything. A color difference doesn't bother me. Maybe in Ghostbusters 3 they'll have white belts. Who knows? This is pretty cool. It's got the little clips and stuff. I really like this. I'm sure it's probably a little small for me, but we're working on that. We're working on that. And here's the big stuff. Here's the really cool stuff that I hope works. I think it does come with batteries. Let's start with, I don't know if this one comes with the batteries. I don't really mind too much if it doesn't. But this is the Ecto goggles. Now, there's a company called Motel. You've probably heard of it. And they used to have this thing, and I don't know if they still have it, but called Matty Collector, which is like they'll sell like certain items for like real hardcore collectors, and they'll be high-end items. And like around, I don't know how many years ago, like maybe 10 years ago or something, they came out with some super cool Ghostbusters replica stuff. They came out with the goggles like these. They came out with the PKE meter. They came out with the proton gun. What else? I want to say they didn't come out with the proton pack. They just came out with the wand, the proton wand. Was there anything else they came out with? Oh, the trap, the ghost trap. Okay, so Spirit Halloween, and you know, there might have been something else that I'm forgetting, but Spirit Halloween this past year came out with very good but a little bit too small proton pack. Man, I wish it was full size. They also came out with ecto goggles of their own, and they came out with a PKE meter, which I've got in here, of their own, and they came out with a ghost trap. Now, I didn't order the ghost trap. I didn't order the ghost trap because, yeah, those Matty Collector items now are like, I mean, they were very limited, and I wasn't able to afford them at the time, and now I can't afford them either. But now you have to go to eBay to get them, and the prices have skyrocketed. But they're still, you know, for a real true fan, I mean, you're talking like 200 or 300, but they're really nice replicas, you know. But in some cases, like the goggles, these goggles, I got the goggles because you can watch reviews comparing these with the Matty Collector ones, and it almost seems like in some ways these might even be a little better, and of course in other ways, you know, in other ways the Matty ones are. I've heard these are more comfortable, and I've been watching a lot of videos where people customize them, and they can really do a great job with these. I don't know if I'm going to customize them, but I'm going to keep that in mind before I apply label stickers and stuff. I might customize this, I don't know. But when all is said and done, this was the better deal, I think, for the goggles. That doesn't mean I'll never get the Matty Collector goggles, but probably they would be the last in line as far as something from Matty Collector that I'd be getting, because I might be pretty satisfied with these. The trap I didn't get because the one from Matty Collector is just so much better. The main thing is the Matty Collector one has a foot pedal that you step on and it opens the trap. It's got sound effects and lights, and so does the Spirit Halloween one, but it doesn't have that foot pedal, and that really bugged me. I really needed that foot pedal. I know that's weird, but I would pay the exorbitant prices to have like one that looks more like it. But in researching, I also found out they have 3D printable ones now, and some people have designed them to where not only can they have the lights and the sound effects, but they can have smoke, and it looks amazing. And it's some kind of thing they do, like e-cigarette technology, to like have like smoke coming out of the trap when you catch a ghost. And I don't know, man, I don't know how to do like electronics and a lot of the stuff that they do on there. Some of it maybe I could learn, but like they also like program the soundboards and all that stuff, and it would depend on how far they can take the kits to where you do it yourself, to simplify, like for people who don't know how to do things like that. If they would really eventually come out with pretty good kits for that, or just sell some fully finished ones. I actually, you know, I would be probably more tempted by those 3D printed ones than the Matty Collector ones, because with the smoke and everything, just they look phenomenal. So yeah, the whole thing about the ghost trap, you know, I don't know, maybe eventually I will get a Spirit one just to have one already, or yeah, and just get another, because you know, you can't have too many ghost traps. You can't have too many PKE meters or even ecto goggles, so I don't mind ordering another one. I'm gonna put those over here. I don't know if I'm gonna open those right away, but I am gonna open this sucker up, my PKE meter. And this one also, I might customize it, but this is the Spirit Halloween PKE meter. I've seen some great customizing jobs. Sometimes they get a little complicated as far as like taking the thing apart before you customize it, but I still might do it. This has the Try Me button. Let's see how it works. The battery might not be live. Try Me button is not doing anything, so this probably... Oh, you gotta pull the little tab out. So I pulled the little tab out. Here we go. It's got the lights up here. Yeah. I mean, all my life I've wanted one of these, so I'm gonna take this out and play with it, you know, and stuff. And I might at some point customize it. And it's got a little clip on the back to put it on your belt, which I purchased my belt. Now, and you know, it's not 100% accurate. I've heard some people say certain things they like more than the Matty version, but then of course there's certain things that are better with the Matty version. And the Matty version looks more like old metal, like it's made out of metal rather than plastic. But there are, this doesn't look super bad, like it doesn't look like plasticky, crappy plastic or anything. It looks pretty darn good. But I've seen some amazing customizing jobs, so I might mod this one. I might do it. I've done some customizing in the past that has come out okay, satisfactory really. So I don't know, I might actually try to mod this, but either way, I'm really excited and happy to have this. I actually recently saw that someone on Etsy is doing a version from the cartoon that is like full size and huge. It's like as big as this, a little bigger, and it looks amazing. That's also very cool. But yeah, I'm thrilled to have this. I'm gonna take it out of the package later on and play with it. I'm gonna take it with me when I go on ghost hunting trips, just so I can take some fun pics. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I've got a flight suit. I've got a couple of props that I can hang on my belt, so that it's not so bad to not have my proton pack yet to walk around with, because you can just walk around with that PKE meter. I mean, I'll be casual Ghostbuster for now. It's something I can wear while I play my old PS3 game of the Ghostbusters. I'm excited to have that stuff, guys. So yeah, that was a fun, very fun haul. And I finally have my Ghostbusters cosplay and my Hocus Pocus pops and blanket. Very cool, guys. Now you guys have probably seen this stuff already, because there's been like a ton of videos and reviews around since Halloween time, but this is my first time having this stuff in hand. I did see these in the stores, but I didn't even mess with them. I was just like wanting them, but I didn't even do the try me button. I was always in a hurry, and I was just like, oh, look at that, look at that. I didn't want to get too jazzed up for it, but it's holding it in hand, it is super cool. I can't wait to get it out of this. Very cool, guys. We will now get back to the job hunt so that I can save up for that proton pack after I pay some things I need to pay and take care of some stuff. And I do have 7 more of these to get. Oh boy. But yeah, that's the haul, guys. It was fun. It was nice to finally get to purchase some things for myself. It's been a long time. I also picked up the Steelbook 4Ks of Ralph Breaks the Internet and the Nutcracker, which the Nutcracker was interesting. Boy, did they change a lot. I would have liked a straightforward version of the Nutcracker with that production quality. But they just decided to totally rewrite the whole story. But you know, whatever. It's watchable. It's enjoyable. It's got some. It's very eye candy. I didn't like give it a thorough, concentrated viewing yet. I was at my mom's and I was, you know, just doing stuff and halfway paying attention. But I got to give it a good hardcore viewing. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Love it. That's a great one. Oh, one more thing. Here's something else I got recently. This is my pop figure of Shere Khan from Tailspin. Now, the Disney afternoon is like my favorite thing ever from Disney, and I'm a Disney fanatic. I'm a nut for Disney. I mean, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is my favorite Disney movie, but that aside, just the Disney afternoon was like amazing to me. DuckTales is my favorite television show. Tailspin, I absolutely love. Shere Khan in a business suit, basically being business version Lex Luthor, and actually not as evil as Lex Luthor as I remember, but you know, just sort of like very intimidating. You know, he was so cool on that show. It is so cool to finally have a figure like this of Shere Khan in a suit. I do hope that they make more of the Disney afternoon action figures. I still need most of them. I only have Scrooge McDuck and Darkwing Duck there behind me on the shelf there, but I really hope they make one of Shere Khan in his business suit here. But it is cool to already have, like, finally have something. They did make a mini of him. I haven't gotten that mini yet, but this is just awesome. I love it. I need to get the rest of the Disney afternoon pops. I have a few of the Darkwing ones and have Scrooge McDuck. I think that's about Magic of Dispel. But yeah, so cool to get that. I guess that is everything, guys. So for now, talk to you later.